Gouache.
Guag.
That's not right! Ignore the stuff in my hair. I opened up a box before this and the little flecks are in my hair and I can't get it out. My bad. I've been sick for a while. December 31st to January 18th. I've been sick. So, hi, I'm back. Every time I tried to record the speaking portion, I would just fall asleep because I was so tired. That flu, no joke. I will say I've been behind on my anatomy practice, but I give myself a pass because I have still been, making art and stuff. I've been obsessed over these acrylic pens. I've been all over TikTok, Instagram, trying to find the pens that I like. And honestly, I found a couple of brands that I like, so those will be added to my Amazon storefront. I think one of the other issues I noticed is I need to learn color theory, because one of my favorite art styles is whatever this style is, where people, draw food and stuff in their sketchbooks, but they add extra colors. I really love how people do that. When I draw mine, I always feel like it's missing something and the colors feel too random. I want to study the fundamentals of art, but every time I look up how to study it, it just gives me videos. And I appreciate the videos, I really do. I wish there was just a list of different things to study, because watching videos, it's cool and all, but unfortunately I find the videos very boring, and as someone with ADHD, that's a big issue for me. And I'd rather have everything lined out for myself so I can go and study it one by one. And people were like, well, you gotta study anatomy, you gotta study color theory. And I get it, but can you get more specific? So they'll say shapes and form. Okay, cool. What shapes and what forms? And every time I try to find something, it's not exactly that. So I think the plan before the end of January is to come up with my own drawing course for myself. Obviously, it's not going to be professional or anything, because I'm not a professional. I graduated with a marketing degree, not a art degree, so in no way, shape, or form am I qualified to have an actual course. But I do believe, too, that there's nothing wrong with just practicing art in your own way. For me, I never learned anatomy, I never learned shapes, I never learned form. My art classes in school were practical in a way that didn't suit me. I know a lot of people are going to understand this feeling where your art teacher's like, you can't draw that, that's anime. Anime is not a real art style. And I'm like, one of my old art teachers is now talking about how wonderfully animated Jujutsu Kaisen is. And I'm like, but you gave me a 0 on my art project when it was inspired by Sailor Moon. Like, really? I'm unlearning all of this art style isn't actually an art style because it's too cartoony. But I'm like, I think they're just upset that the only thing they know how to do is realism that doesn't really look good. Hate to say it. I think basically this is, again, just another part of the journey where I'm unlearning all the things I was taught in school, in my art classes, by teachers that definitely had their favorites when it was the students that only drew realism, the students that always used simple colors, neutral colors. Because I was always the student that would go colorful, bright, eccentric, because that's just what I like. How are you gonna try to tell me this isn't correct? It is correct because it's what I like, not what you like. And I'm not catering to you, I'm catering to myself. Which leads me into another discussion of, the current art climate right now, especially with AI art. Oh, don't even get me started. I hate calling it AI art because it's not art, it's just AI generated slop. Ugh. Never let somebody with an AI generated profile picture tell you that your art is bad. A lot of people are like, how do I build a following on social media with art? Just like nobody likes it, nobody follows it. I don't have a lot of followers on other social medias except here. Thank you guys for 1,000. I have a video coming for that too. I'm scared. You guys are scaring me. But I think I get the idea of creating to get other people to look at it and cheer you on. But unfortunately, I think a lot of people are also just mean. I think once you start getting into the flow of creating for yourself, eventually that will find people that like what you make, right? My videos, I didn't think any of them would ever take off. I honestly just was posting just the post because it's fun. And I always had a video with 30K views. What? Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I'm like so confused on how that happened, but am I upset? Absolutely not. If anything, that's inspired me to keep going instead of just posting whenever I feel like it. I want to have a consistent schedule. Of course, that doesn't include January because I was sick for 3 weeks, so give me a little bit of leeway, please. It was not my fault. And even if what you're into isn't art, if it's something you are creating in general, just go for it. Why not? You know, I don't want to just post art related things because overall I want to have a channel that's several different themes. Definitely art heavy because that's just what I'm into the most right now. But probably stuff about my hair journey, because I won't lie, I'm struggling with that. Fashion, I have no idea how to dress. As you can see, I'm wearing a Ratatouille shirt, so that's cool. I'm wearing a Ratatouille shirt, whatever this hoodie is that I wear almost every single day, and some pajama pants. I want to be like Wisdom when it comes to fashion, but I've got a long way to go. I also don't have any money, so that's another problem. I'm also interested in anime, stuff like that, so maybe anime discussions, you know. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 came out a bit ago. Talk about that, show off my figures, a bunch of different other stuff that I'm interested in. Genuinely, my whole passion is just being able to create whatever feels right to me. Like, I'll sit at my desk for just hours at a time drawing in my sketchbook because it's a good outlet for me. It's a great way for me to experiment. Even if it looks like garbage, I'm still proud of it because I made it. I think I'm at the point where I realize not everything has to be perfect when it comes to the things I make, the things I do. And it's a struggle because I'm a perfectionist. Man, I am a perfectionist. And I think too, a lot of people have New Year's resolutions. I personally don't. I just kind of have goals in general that I want to do. And every year, sometimes I accomplish that goal, sometimes I don't. But I also never force myself to accomplish anything starting in January. I like going to the gym. I have not gone to the gym at all this month because I know everybody else and their mother is there. No offense, love you guys, keep up the good work, but I'm personally going to wait because I don't like being around a lot of people and I'm insecure about working at the gym because I don't know what I'm doing. But how else am I gonna learn if I don't practice? I keep forgetting what I'm saying in the middle of my sentence. My goals for everything start February. I want to make sure I upload a video once a week, maybe. Don't hold me on that. I definitely want to start practicing anatomy again, so that'll be something I really focus on in February. Otherwise, I've just been having fun drawing, being comfortable. Not forcing myself to draw, I think, is the best way to go about things. I know some people say you need to force yourself. For myself, I believe I said this in my previous video, forcing myself to draw when it's not working just makes me frustrated and angry. And I definitely think it's part of my ADHD and my, perfectionism. So I think if other people like me, where you try to draw and it doesn't look right and you end up just, oh, I can't do this, I hate it, chillax, relax. Don't push yourself because then you're gonna get burnt out like I did, and then you're not gonna draw for 10 years. And then when you start to draw again, you realize you're stuck at the same level you were when you stopped drawing. And that is one of the worst feelings ever, especially when you go on Twitter and you see this Da Vinci Van Gogh-esque painting that some 15-year-old did in 2 hours, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. If that is you, if you are that 15-year-old, I believe in you, you're great. It just makes me sad that I let my perfectionism and other people get to me about my art. You keep going. You're my inspiration now, and I'm 20-something years old now. Overall, if you haven't started yet, that's fine, I've kind of started here and there. I've realized the sketchbook I was drawing in before was for alcohol markers, so as you see in some of my clips, I eventually upgrade to a bigger book because I was using the wrong sketchbook this whole time. Don't be scared to try other art mediums too, because I am all over the place. I'm using a bunch of different brands of acrylic markers and then also some other mediums. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Gouache? Hold on, I need to look up a video how to say it. Gouache.
Guake.
That's not right.
Guake.
That is not right. Guake?
Guake.
Guake. That's not right. Anyways, gouache, I believe it's pronounced. I use that in one of my paintings because I got a new palette from my grandparents for Christmas, so it's really fun. I definitely want to end up using it for some of my clay pieces that I want to make. So it's been a month. definitely have. It's cold. I hate the cold. It's freezing. Being sick definitely was a awesome experience. Don't recommend it to anybody. I think overall, just don't push yourself. Don't force yourself to create art. Don't force yourself to draw if you're not feeling it. But still try, even if it's a little doodle in the corner of your page. Just do a little bit, you know? A little bit is better than nothing. The fact you're trying is good enough. And make sure that when you're trying, when you're doing, do your best. Now you have to pick up that pen, pick up those markers, crayons, I don't care what it is, and draw something right now. It could be anything. You could literally just color a whole page, just random whatever, but you have to do it. If you've been struggling like me to create, now's your chance to create. If it's not even drawing, go make a song, go make a beat, go play a video game and then record yourself reacting to the video game. Record yourself making a YouTube video and go post it. Just start whatever you want to start. It's a new year, new you, new mindset. All right, it's time to lock in. Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. I am blown away. A few weeks ago, I had 54 subscribers and I was geeking over that. So thank you guys so much. Bye.